Kia ora from Aotearoa. It's Poppy here with the ninth wave energies, and just before I go into night 131, which is in 6 Serpent, I was just doing a little review of the day wave that we had in 1 Deer and how that applies, and you may see how does it apply to your life. So 1 Deer, it was really about that self-determined healing with grace and the strength and loving power of Deer, and balancing time with space and togetherness. These were definitely a theme for me where I needed to take space and honor that space that I really needed, so I didn't lose myself, and be graceful. It actually came in a way. Now I've taken on a lot of responsibility that wasn't mine to take on, I feel. And because I've been hyper alert about cults and traps that people can go into where they lose their sovereignty and they lose themselves in other people's agendas, I actually mentioned quite a lot during that day wave, and now in hindsight my lesson would be not to do that. And just to allow people to have the experience of whatever they needed. And so I also came across this this in here. This is from the shaman wisdom cards that I have, and I found that it was very, very in keeping with Deer. It says, I am Deer. I quietly and gently walk through my forest, wide-eyed with wonder at the fragrant beauty surrounding me. All that I perceive imparts awareness of both great danger and great good. I listen, cocking my ears. I watch, glancing. I am unseen, disguised as part of my environment, which is my protection. The pain of others baffles and confounds me, even makes me sorrowful, but my gentle healing touch is all that is necessary. And this is a learning for me. Rather than getting involved in other people's affairs and trying to help them, I've learned that that is not always the thing to do. Beauty is subjective, and my knowing of it is my freedom and joy. I grow in leaps and bounds. I quietly tread upon your path. I remind you to be dear to yourself. And this was really about taking that time, that space. Like there's a time for space and there's a time for togetherness. When we're trying to find our balance in our life and our own healing way. So this says, treat yourself delicately, especially in times of stress. When you are gentle with yourselves, others do not become fearful. I wasn't gentle with myself, others did become fearful. Dear medicine teaches you the necessity of staying out of other people's business. Do not meddle. By trying to help, you can make matters worse. Encircle those who are wounded with your kindness, but stay out of their drama. Your softness can melt hearts of stone. I am warmth. I am beauty. I am gentleness itself. And this was a really valid lesson. This is something that I learned during this Deer trecena. So the Deer is almost like quite a solitary, grounded being, drawing love around us and supportive community, maybe nomadic, forming healthy relations, self-acceptance with healing. So the beauty, even though there was conflict and there was challenge during this time, the learning comes, and the learning of that self-acceptance with healing, and that we're just always doing the best that we can. And for me, it's allowing myself to just soften and observe other people and just be, but trying not to protect others. I've had this strong sense of protection. I haven't wanted people to go through probably the dangers that I've been through being involved in cults and different things. So when we came to this 9-day phase, it was like Te Owl, the sovereign traveller, And this is our own authority in our life, and through all challenge, healing challenges are here to be healed, making sensible decisions from the depths of wisdom gained already by life experience and maintaining our self-authority. So yes, there was a great need during this day wave to maintain self-authority. And then when we got up to 5 seed, which was the last day, that's about really releasing ourselves from entanglements. So 5 seed is about, it's about the seed, it's about authenticity, but it's also like the net. And it was very much, I found that the internet was something that I wanted to be less tangled with, and so that's something new that I've been putting in place. So yes, it was a very strong day wave. There was a lot of learning. I learned a lot through how to be a safer person for others, and especially, and I think this is quite profound, to not meddle in others' business. There were people that I sought to help, and actually that choice, it came out of compassion, and then it didn't turn out very well, because it was really a time where I needed to actually do my own self-love and my own self-help, and if I was being honest and true to myself, which I became more honest and true to myself during this day wave, then I might have made different choices. I would have made different choices. But this is the beauty, and these are what these energies are all about. They're about us becoming more fully human and more balanced, and particularly with the dear trecena, it's about becoming balanced in all the directions of life, which are our physical, our emotional, our mental, and our spiritual. So if those are all equally sort of balanced within, then we actually handle our wisdom and our humility, and we can be more like the deer, walking in grace, kindness, but also knowing where just to observe and just to be, and where to take space and be on our own. So now we've actually started this, the Night 131, which is in 6 Serpent. So this is very, very much about the flowing movement of the cosmic serpent inside and out in the sun. So this is still in the sun trecena. So it's very enlightening trecena of pure love pouring in through the sun portal, through time waves. And this is just a beautiful opportunity where we can just align the body to allow this pure cosmic flow. And this will be where the crown is purely in that amazing Father Sky energy, right to the cosmic axis, connected to the heart of the cosmic axis, and we're very grounded right to the core of the earth, right into her cosmic being, her cosmic knowledge, and who she is. So the self-generation of energy is what can happen. So when we're very, very well connected with earth and sky, all 3 hearts beating together, that's the Father Sky, Mother Earth, and our own heart, we actually self-generate our energy. But when we aren't aligned with true time or these energies, then people will draw energy from one another. And this is very much done in settings where there's followings and there's leaders and there are hierarchies and things that are very much sort of that have been of that old paradigm that we are releasing, that 6th wave where it is sort of more hierarchical, and so it's becoming into our own self-generating energy, and it's really gorgeous when we can self-generate our own energy. It feels wonderful. So being out of alignment, people pursue and give away energy into peak vitality or steal it. So in alignment within and outside, in balance with the feminine source and grounded with Mother Earth and the masculine source, receiving Father Sky's cosmic seeds of true time, circulating their energy through the body as our hearts beat with theirs for the highest intentions of co-creating with them by divine will, which is Mother Earth's divine will and in divine time, which is Father Sky's perfect divine timing. Justice happens in true alignment, and wisdom is gained that we learn and grow for. Body wisdom is the key. So it's very sensual, this energy, and quite passionate. It can bring justice as we actually justify and correct this alignment in our body. So it's really amazing to move from one deer in the DAYWAVE, which is very focused on the 4 directions around us, and then these ones are really about the flow up and down and through. So these cover all 7 directions. And the 9-day phase will be into Jaguar. And this is a time of deep, deep meditations that are in and with nature, and they assist us in finding the balance of extremes that are strongly felt in our worlds, our bodies and being. The opposition for many is artificial intelligence, which is connected to the artificial Roman time. It's actually the matrix overlay that I have discovered, and care is necessary for all. I will go into more depth about how I've discovered and what I have discovered with that Roman time and the Vatican time, and how it is connected back to Saturn, and it's actually taken our attention away from the true fatherly heaven, or what a lot of people like to call God or Creator. The full moon this time will be in 13 Road, and it's also the last day of the sun trecena, so it can be very, very enlightening. You know, the sun is what I'm seeing is that everything is getting exposed and everything is getting seen. So all that occult and hidden lore and that secret stuff that's been lurking around in the background is all unpacking. A lot of its power has gone. There's been a mighty clearing, and that clearing happens through each and every one of us. For everything that we clear on the whole. So as we release our old thought forms, as we release, the darkness and the negativity and the things that may have held on in our lives, we're actually doing that on behalf of everyone. So we are co-creating a reality together if we choose, and that's it. It's the choice. I do feel now that everybody has really made their choice, and that we're really empowered now, finding our grounding, finding our connection and our balance to create for ourselves something wonderful. I just also just thought too, that there was so much healing. There was so much healing here in this wave. I had an incredibly amazing, powerful session, which actually has helped that balance to come into my life quite incredibly. And there was a victim consciousness that was still in me. And now I have incredible compassion because I see how it came and how it was. And one day I will talk about that. It will probably be more in another video that I will do, and maybe in collaboration with others, about satanic ritual abuse and how that works and how that programs, and also how it underlies our whole reality quite a bit. And that's why I will share it, because it can be helpful for everybody else. And it was such a beautiful relief to actually have that victim component of myself released. It was just amazing. It was put there. It happened as a 2-year-old. It was by design that that this thing was created, and it's also by the mercy and the grace and the beauty of the deer and of those that love and hold and support but don't help. They allow us to do our own work in that. That's almost like they'll just stand, they'll just be around, and their kindness and their love is there, and that allows us to do the work, because we are most empowered when we do our own work. So much love to you. I wish you well on your journeys. I'm excited about this night wave and experiencing this new sense of freedom of the old time matrix. Many of us are actually starting to feel that now, and have quite a different experience of this amazing connection. So it's time to build. It's a quieter time. It's a more inward time. It will go quite deep and profound in this 18 days. So love yourself, be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, and be true to yourself. So it is.